are you barking at? Good morning, YouTube. What's up, guys? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. It is very hot and I am running very late. It's 10:47 and I still haven't gotten out on my run, so we're doing good here. We're doing good. Stay tuned to find out if I will ever learn. Spoiler alert, I won't. Anyway, today I'm running in a very exciting shoe and one that I've gotten a couple of requests for, so I'm happy that I can finally deliver. And that is the New Balance FuelCell Prism. This is supposed to be a lightweight stability trainer tempo day shoe from New Balance, and I'm very excited because I'm definitely somebody who tends to overpronate, as we know, so I'm curious to see if this shoe helps that at all. So we're gonna lace these up, we're gonna go for a run, and then we're going to talk all about my first run impressions of the New Balance FuelCell Prism. Okay. I'm back from my run and now it's time to talk all about the New Balance FuelCell Prism. The Prism is supposed to be the lightweight stability version of the Rebel. Oh, you don't quite recall it? Hang on. Here it is. I have it right here. So both of these shoes are meant to do the same sort of thing. They both offer protection for those daily training miles with a side of pop for the days that you want to pick up the pace. Stability. Neutral stability. Okay? Before we get on with my impressions, I do want to let you guys know that this shoe was sent to me by Running Warehouse. New Balance isn't going to see it before you. No one's going to see it before you, really. And all my thoughts are my own. They're all made up in this amazingly large brain that I have. All right, I'm really excited to tell you what I think about this shoe, so let's get on with it. Let's start with the specs. The New Balance FuelCell Prism is 7.1 ounces for a women's size 8, but for my size, 10.5 women's, this shoe came in at about 8.2 ounces. We have a 6mm drop here with 28mm of stack in the heel and 22 in the forefoot. And it's your lucky day because the New Balance FuelCell Prism is true to size. Diving right into the upper of the FuelCell Prism, we have an engineered mesh, which I did find to be very breathable. It's minimal, there's not a ton of overlays going on here, just this New Balance logo on the top of the shoe, and some welded on overlays in the back by the heel area. Like I said, this material is very breathable and it is very thin. It hugged my foot just fine, it felt like a nice dialed in fit. I didn't feel constricted and I didn't feel like the upper was too sloppy. I actually think I like it better than the FuelCell Rebel's upper, which is a one-piece booty construction knit that kind of hugged my foot a little too close. And I am glad that they chose this engineered mesh because this is a lightweight stability shoe. I do think that this material gives you a little more structure. Just one quick thing I will mention is that I have a narrow foot and we kind of have a wide toe box here, but I actually didn't have a problem with it. It was just enough for my toes to display, and I feel like I had enough room to breathe. I wasn't swimming. I still say go true to size, but if you have a narrow foot, just keep that in mind. And if you have a wide foot, you might really like the way the forefoot of the shoe feels. The laces on the shoe are relatively thin and a little stretchy. They stay tied, no issues there. The tongue is padded, but it's not gusseted. I think the shoe could have benefited from a gusseted tongue. It just helps with the overall comfort, and you don't have to worry about the tongue sliding left and right. But it wasn't a huge issue, just something that I wanted to note. And the heel counter is sturdy, holds your foot, locks it down in place. Overall, I am very happy with this upper. I definitely like it better than the FuelCell Rebels. I had no issues with hot spots, blisters, anything like that. Moving on to the midsole of the Prism, New Balance is using their FuelCell foam, which we know and love. And New Balance has also incorporated some medial posting here to make it more of a stability shoe. Another thing that the Prism does not have, that the Rebel did have, and this is actually a good thing that they've gotten rid of, is that flare on the lateral side of the shoe. Let me get it and show you. See that? The Rebel has it, the TC has it, and it just begs your foot to roll inward like this. Thank you, New Balance, for getting rid of that, and please do not incorporate it in any other shoes. So the major question, of course, is how does the Prism ride? I gotta be honest, I like it a lot. As you guys know, I am a person who suffers from some overpronation, especially in my right foot, and I just felt like this was the perfect amount of correction that I needed. I don't need all of that crazy technology. I just need a tiny bit of assistance, and that's exactly what this shoe gave me. I feel like this is a really versatile shoe because you got the beef to do the daily mileage, but you also have that lightweight and firm response that you can take on tempo days. And you know, it's interesting because the Prism is really like the only shoe like it in its class. I mean, there's really not a ton of other lightweight stability options on the market. So to me, New Balance really hit a home run with this shoe. That being said, I do have some concerns about it. The forefoot of the Prism feels a little bit firmer than the Rebel does, but it does also make me question the durability of the shoe. FuelCell foam has proven to be pretty durable, but if it's already feeling a little bit flat and firm in the forefoot, what's it gonna feel like over time when this shoe has a couple hundred miles in it? But that's really my only complaint. Again, I probably wouldn't even notice this if I hadn't run in the Rebel, but it's just something that I do want to point out. It's a slightly firmer ride. I'm just curious to see how the midsole holds up over time. If we turn this shoe over, you'll see that New Balance is using the N-Durance rubber in the forefoot. We have a little bit of exposed FuelCell foam, and we have some rubber on the medial side and on the lateral side of the heel. The traction so far has been fantastic. I haven't taken it on any wet days, but I've taken it on some pavement, some grass, some dirt, and it's performed well in every condition. For me personally, I like this rubber a lot better than the crystallized sort of rubber in the FuelCell Rebel. I was concerned that this rubber would make the shoe feel firmer, and I don't know, maybe it does because I feel like this is a little bit of a firmer shoe than the Rebel, but that being said, it's still really not bad. It's not intrusive, and I think you're gonna get a ton of miles out of this outsole. The New Balance FuelCell Prism is $119.95 on runningwarehouse.com, which honestly I think is a pretty good price for a triple threat of a shoe. You get enough cushion for some longer runs, you get enough energy return for tempo days, and all while offering a little bit of stability. I mean, come on. This is what I've been waiting for. Whoops, everyone, I forgot to mention that if you want to buy your own pair of the New Balance FuelCell Prism, Running Warehouse has you covered. Just go to the description of this video, click that Running Warehouse link, and pick up your own pair. Keep in mind this is an affiliate link, but that doesn't mean much for you. It just helps out my channel, which I always appreciate. So guys, if you couldn't really gather it already, I am really digging on the FuelCell Prism. If you're a person who needs a little bit of stability, this is a great option. If you're a person who loved the FuelCell Rebel but felt like it wasn't structured enough for you, this is the great option. All in all, the FuelCell Prism is a great option. Well guys, that concludes my first run impressions of the New Balance FuelCell Prism. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit that notifications bell down below so you can find out every time I upload a new video. Are these two shoes BFFs or are they more like rivals? I have some more videos for you guys next week, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like heller. See you next time. This man is passing the house right now, and it's literally taking 20 minutes to walk by the house. So I'm going to listen to this go on.